My nigga, this is dedication. This is anti-hesitation. It's a real nigga celebration. It's a dime block declaration. 59th and 5th Ave, granny house with vanilla wafers. It's the remedy to separation. Tupac of my generation. Blue pill in the fucking matrix. Red rose in the great pavement. Young black nigga trapped and he can't change it. Know he a genius, he just can't claim it. Cause they left him no platforms to explain it. He frustrated so he get faded. Like deep down inside he know you can't fade him. How long should I stay dedicated? How long till opportunity meet preparation? I need some real nigga reparations, or I run up in your bank just for recreation. Dedication, hard work, plus patience. To some more my sacrifice, I'm done waiting. Told you that I wasn't playing. Now you hear what I've been saying. Dedication. Dedication.
Spent my whole life thinking out the box. Boxing homies 3-on-1, got DP, but I ain't dropped. Chirp on me, here I come. Spin around the block, they burped on me. Said I ran a stop sign, but that's a lie. I spent my whole life staring at the stage, playing Sega, daddy smoking Sherm, mama playing spades, catching vapors. Grandma said I get some Jordans for my grades. That's my baby. When she died, my heart broke 100 ways. I spent my whole life trying to make it, trying to chase it. The cycle of a black man divided, trying to break it. You take a lost shit, don't cry about it, just embrace it. Mine is setback for major comeback, that's my favorite. My nigga L said you do a song with lip. K-Dot here better grip. I said it here, man, first you hear the words out his lips. About flourishing from the streets to black businesses. Level 4 y'all living, giving to false imprisonment. Listen close, my nigga, it's bigger than deuces and foes, my nigga. Since elementary, we close, my nigga, you're straight like that. I give you the game, go back to the turf and give it right back. For generations, we've been dealt bad hands with bad plans. Prove your dedication by hopping out grand hams. Met the premiere, politicking with Top Nip and Snoop. Damn, Pac watching the way we groove for dedication. Hold up.
This ain't entertainment. It's 4 niggas on a slave ship. These soldiers and spirituals I swam against the waves with. Ended up on shore to their amazement. Now I hope the example I set's not contagious. Lock us behind gates but can't tame us. Used to be stay safe, now stay dangerous. Cause ain't no point in playing defense, nigga. That's why I dove off the deep end, nigga, without a life jacket. Couple meals, want the world, all my life cracking. Cook the books, bring it back, so there's no taxes. Royalties, publishing, plus our own masters. I'd be damned if I slave for some white crackers. I was mapping this out, I hit the ice backwards. Hopping out the 85 and Reebok classics. Ran a couple marathons just to get established. To make it happen, you got to have dedication, hard work, plus patience. To some more of my sacrifice, I'm done waiting. Told you that I wasn't playing. Now you hear what I've been saying.
Hub City neighbors. Hub City's greatness. It's Hub City for life. Every Wednesday, tune in at 8. Put the U after the H, put the B after the U. This is the city. Hub City for life. This is the city. It's Hub City for life. Every Wednesday, tune in at 8. Put the U after the H, put the B after the U. This is the city. Hub City for life. This is the city. It's Hub City for life. I said the Hub City way, it's Hub City Dre. Wanna find out what's up with Compton and Tap in LA. Got the latest and greatest, independent he play. If it's major he play, if it's current he say. Look, you'll never know who might fall through next. Leave it up to DRE, that's the plug. Hustling until we ball, that's the hub. Collectively influencing the youth, that's the city. Then I made a left on Rose Drive. Made another left on Wilmington. Then I made a left on Greenleaf. I stopped on a light on Alameda. Y'all don't let that light be too long. Riding around the city like a Renaissance. This is real life, this ain't just a song. This is Hub Radio. Every Wednesday, tune in at 8. With the U after the H, with the B after the U. This is the city. This is the city.
Hey, what's up? It is Jasmine Renee and 100K Day.
Y'all, we in here.
We are in here. Dre is on a immaculate trip for his birthday, celebrating life as he should.
That nigga somewhere turned up.
Right, turned up, and it's what, an 11-hour difference?
Right.
So it's about like 7, 8 in the morning. But yeah, so we're here to just keep the show going and give you some dope content. How you feeling?
Man, I'm going through the motions, as is all of LA right now. Man.
Right,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Y'all know about, we lost a real
soldier.
neighborhood hero. You know what I'm saying? We lost a leader.
Right.
We lost a teacher. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who was constantly pushing the culture forward and, trying to wake niggas up off the, you know what I mean, the BS that everybody be on out here. So,
Right.
and in the fashion and the manner that it happened, it's just so sad. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody hurting right now. So,
Yeah, I think it's people all over right now. Of course, like being in LA, you kind of feel the direct impact and seeing like, we don't really be rocking with the police like that, but even the LAPD is like really showing love. The Metro is like showing love. So these are different like entities that are in our community that, don't really, they're not really here for us in a way, but they're really showing love and like really showing that this man had a really huge impact. And even like the statement that I think the police commissioner, he was just like, he kept looking at the name and he was getting teary-eyed and he was just like, he really wanted to bring change.
Absolutely. And he showed that in all his actions.
Yeah.
And you know what's so crazy and sad is because you take somebody like Nip, right? Or just anybody who successfully make it out the hood.
Right.
Right? We quick to bash them.
Yeah.
Like when they make it out the hood, he could have easily moved to Malibu, Beverly Hills, wherever. Like, you know what I'm saying? They talk down on people who make it out and don't come back.
Right.
Then you got somebody like Nip who, you feel me, stayed in the hood. Not only stayed in the hood, but
worked.
You know what I mean? Opened up businesses.
Got dirty and worked.
Opened up businesses in his hood, bought back the block. Right. Like, put the actions behind the words. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And did everything the right way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stayed down, stood on top of his principles.
Yeah.
And did everything he spoke about. And then, for him to get gunned down in the middle of everything he worked for like that.
Right in front of it. He owned that property.
The whole shopping
thing.
center.
It just, to me, even seeing the videos and stuff, I think, just being in America, we, in some shape or form, like, romanticize the emotions behind, like, mourning Black death.
Right.
Or Black men dying. It's like, it's so normal to get on Instagram and say rest in peace, he didn't deserve to die, he was a good, like, it's just so normal. But it's like, everybody's asking like, when is it gonna stop? But it's like, we gotta really, like, we have to really wake up. And it's not about telling the people in the hood to stop doing what they're doing, but if you have some type of authority or if you have some type of privilege, meaning you can reach out to some kids. If you're alive and breathing, like, we really need to start reaching out to our kids. And I think I said this a few shows back. I was like, I see a lot of LAUSD kids. I literally, in my heart, feel if we as a community do not do better for our future, which is the children, the crime rate is going to skyrocket because these kids do not know how to read and they do not know how to just cope. And
then they become, products of their environment. They're growing up seeing shit like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, when we was younger, we didn't have social media like that when I was a kid and all of that. These kids now have access. Think about how many kids seen Nip get gunned down like that. You know what I'm saying?
And what's that has done to their psyche.
Exactly. This is something that's, you know what I'm saying? They growing up where we come from, you damn near get numb to this. It comes, like you said, it becomes a regular thing and it becomes a cycle. And this, at some point, somebody, we gotta step up and, you know what I mean, break the cycle. You know what I'm saying? Break the chain of just repetitive BS that everybody's on. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm fearful because of what happened to Nip, you already know what's, you know what I mean, can go down.
Right.
As a retaliation thing, as of the summertime coming up, as the niggas out here ignorant as hell.
All of LAUSD is about to be on spring break in about a week.
You know what I mean?
So it's just, it's a matter of time, but it's like I said, just because you are not living in the hood, just because you are not a part of a gang, just because you feel like you did your part in getting out and you're good, it doesn't mean that you're exempt or you're not a part of the problem. Like, yes, there are certain people that, they were given a silver spoon, or there are certain people that were, born in the hood, but they just removed themselves. You're also a part of the problem. And even there were tweets, people were like, this is a prime example why you gotta, you get up out the hood and you stay away. And it's like, well, you're part of the problem. Like, there's literally kids. I can literally pull up just names of kids that I know that could potentially be an Eric Holder. Mm-hmm. You know, and if we don't, as a community, pull together. And even Nipsey said, like, he did a video years ago. He said, it's really hard for you to grasp the fact that the person that was given the same tools as you can come up and obtain so much more than you. And I think the tweet said, like, he was explaining how an Eric Holder can exist. And he says it's a real act of hate and jealousy that you develop when you see the guy that you used to run with when he's superseding you. But if we can put our kids on a pedestal and help them to the point where all of them are reaching, or majority of them, and it's not just one Nipsey Hussle, but he got 10 dudes riding with him that are willing to actually fight for the cause. I think that relies on us. Maybe we can't change the generation that is in their adulthood now, but for sure we can make it better for our children and the generations that are coming up. T's also on the mic, which is rare, but we're very happy that she's tuning in, tapping in with us.
If you check out on the screen, Nipsey wrote this. It says, "Black man, you were never meant to be a savage or a thug. That mentality was taught to you by white men who despise your masculinity. You are a god by nature. You are strong and moral by nature. You are kind, respectable, and merciful by nature. You are a product of peace and righteousness. Don't take on the identity of a beast to just deny your identity as a god. Your royalty is in righteousness." I thought that was powerful, and that came from Nipsey. That came from Nipsey.
Right. Can you turn your mic up a little bit, T?
Is that better?
Yeah.
And that's what makes the situation even sadder. That's why I call him a leader and a teacher. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know, you don't. It should be a certain respect level for people of his caliber. This is like one of our West Coast kings out here. Just kings, period. He should never like get ran down on like that by, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's a lot of envious, jealous people in the world heart filled with hate and all of that type of stuff. Because, like you said, you know, we all given the same 24 hours in the day. Yeah. So you gonna hate this man for, you know, doing the most he can with his. Right. You know what I mean? Right. That's a real coward move. Like, to just, you know what I'm saying? It's sad. It's a sad thing, and it's like, it's almost like a catch-22. Like, I feel, you know, when, let's just say 50 Cent and say something like, "Fuck the hood." Like, you know what I'm saying? He make it out, F the hood. Right. Well, in situations like this, you kind of like see what he mean. Right. You know what I'm saying? Nipsey did everything right. Everything right. Stayed down, built up the hood, built up the neighborhood, opened up business, all that. And look how it ended for him. Right. So it's like, you know, it's like a catch-22. It's like a double-edged sword. Right. It's like on one end of the stick, yeah, I'm going to hold it down. I'm going to stand on what I said. I'm going to build my neighborhood up. And then, you know, avoid crucified for that. Like, by a coward.
Literally, yeah. And it's like you said, it's a catch-22 because, I mean, even today, it's hard to scroll down your Instagram or scroll on Twitter or Facebook and not see him. And every time I'm seeing a picture, and it's getting, you know, I'm realizing more and more like, okay, he's really gone. But every time I see a picture, it's like, he wasn't, I mean, of course, nobody is supposed to just, you know, die at 33, but he literally was supposed to still be here.
He was just now starting to get his just due in hip-hop, like, and rap.
Really just getting his
debut album, nominated for a Grammy. Right. You know what I'm saying? He had so many other projects in the work. He was just now starting to get appreciated. So, hell yeah, he's supposed to still be here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so much more going on, and you know, it's like get cut short. You feel me? By on some coward shit. Like, it's truly sad. Like, I know everybody grieving and hurt right now. The whole LA is, and then, you know, the cool thing I'm starting to see is so much love other cities is giving. Like, I look, shout out to Dave East and everybody out in the East Coast. Like, they, you know, Killer Mike, everybody, you know, East Coast, they had a Candlelight Vigil in New York. They had one in Houston, North Carolina, Atlanta. Like, the whole world, the whole U.S. is, like, showing Nip love. And you starting to see how much respect he had out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
it was a lot, and I think, I mean, I was even talking to the point of, like, him rapping. I mean, maybe you can like attest to something different. But I never even heard anybody really talk trash about him. Yeah. And I think it was hard to talk trash about him because he was really an upstanding dude. And it wasn't because when somebody, you know, is a cop out or when they deny parts of themselves, you're going to have somebody that is against them. But when you come in your truest form, and I feel like he really mastered that, coming to us in his truest form, because even maybe a few years ago, there's a video of him with a cop in a cop car. And the cop is literally like taking pictures of him as he's in the cop car, and he's throwing up neighborhood and all of that in the cop car, drinking, and his homies are around him, and the cop is like, you see what happens when you're nice to the artists? Like, you see what happens when you're nice to the people in your community? Like, he's not doing anything wrong, and I'm just here. Nipsey didn't go and say, oh, I'm going to act proper, and I'm going to throw away who I am, because he was truly himself. Absolutely. And that's what got him the respect of LAPD, the Metro, and then LAUSD, which, you know, he was given to schools and stuff, and what he did for 59th Street.
They see all the positive stuff he did in the community.
And it's like he didn't deny himself, and I think that's such a testament to us. Like, you don't have to deny who you are to be the great person. Like, those aspects that he had that so many people will probably talk down about, will tell him he shouldn't have been doing X, Y, and Z. Like, those were the things that really made him stand out.
Exactly.
So I think, like, there's a lot to be said to his character, to the fact that he truly believed in himself. He believed in himself at the point of who he was at this moment.
And to piggyback off of just who he was, his character.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people who grieve, and you seeing pictures all down Instagram of people posting pictures, posting, you know, stuff that, you know, to remember Nip.
Right.
And I'm noticing that all the majority of the pictures I see, they are personal interactions with Nip.
Right.
Like, they're not just pictures you go on Google and, you know what I mean, post up and say whatever you want to say. Like, these is people that really fellowship with him. Like, and that's very dope to see. You know what I'm saying? Nipsey was really out here with us. He was a part. He was us. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's dope to see everybody sharing personal interactions, personal memories with Nipsey. You know what I mean? And you know, I was 8. I was 8 years old when Pac got killed. I was a kid, so I wasn't able to feel it like that.
Right.
See, with Nip, I feel it, and I was telling the homie earlier, this must be how I felt when they killed Pac. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's truly hurtful.
Yeah.
Like, I probably met Nip like twice, but this hurt like he was like my family.
Yeah.
Like, it cut me, it hit different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then the way he went out, it's like, come on.
It was just unreal.
It's tragic.
You know, it was just unreal. And the other voice that you guys hear is Corey. Corey's in the building.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll hop on the mic at some point in time, but it was just unreal. Emotion. Commercial right now. Sorry guys, we're going on the commercial. But you know, the whole show today is we're talking about Nip. We'll probably throw a few other stories in, but you know, we're just paying homage and healing, like I said, and talking about how it has affected us. But we'll be right back. Man.
Yep. My nigga, this is dedication, and I'm trying to find the words, Nip. Can't really wrap my mind around it now, the verb, Nip. Can't believe them niggas really up and had some nerve, Nip. Hating on your class and how you really was superb, Nip. Case said, he a bigger crip, but he a man. First you hear the words from his lips about flourishing from the streets and black businesses. Level 4 y'all living, giving the false imprisonment. Listen close, my nigga, it's bigger than deuces and foes, my nigga. Wait, you had a message for the people. Ran a marathon, made it up an echelon, climbed the ladder, brought it back to where it mattered. Victory lap for your people and we doubled up. Taught us how to run these fields with our knuckles up. Always had your hustle up, man, that's a tough man for you. Never took it underground. Tried to build a bridge and now the shit is watered down, man. Yeah, he really hustled hard. Made it to the top and now we shooting with the stars. Hustle. Love you. Let us say
move and act as though fraternal organizations as businessmen and people that care about our communities and make an actual investment like Nipsey did. We have a choice. We don't have to be nobody's motherfucking savages. We ain't got to be their examples of the wrong way. We ain't got to be no thugs that are thrown away. We have a choice. That rag that is over your forehead or out of your left pocket is better served wiping the sweat off your head for the work you are doing on behalf of your community in a way that does not murder other Africans. You do not have to kill one another to prove your love to your neighborhood. You can uplift one another, first of all, as individuals, second of all, as a small group of friends, third of all, as a neighborhood and as a greater community. Your enemies don't give a fuck what color rags you wear. They will murder you in the streets. They will leave you dead for your mama to find. And I'm tired of my enemy looking like me. I am tired of my enemy looking like my cousin or my brother.
What inspired me to play was there was somebody my skin color that was strong and powerful. Cause you know, I see Serena every time. I'm like, wow, she can do this, then I can do this. Just got to the tennis courts, about to get it in. Yeah. It doesn't matter what you're doing, you gotta have a why and why you do it. When my dad first went to go look for places to hit in Compton, there was nothing. This spring I'm launching Rally with Cali, and it's mostly just to bring kids together, bring the community together, show kids that tennis is a great sport. The way Serena uses her voice is so inspiring. It's almost like she's fighting for my future. So when I become big, I'm gonna change Compton.
Cell Shade Shop is an online boutique located in South Los Angeles, specializing in trendy eyewear fashion for men and women, as well as coordinating cell phone cases and accessories. Cell Shade services the community with chic sunglasses and cases through our online shop. For trendy eyewear and cell phone accessories at affordable prices, log on to www.cellshadeshop.com and follow us on Instagram at cellshadeshop.
We are back live from the hub. It is Jasmine Renee. I'm here with
Yo!
Hey! 100K Day and Las Vegas Valley has joined us. Mr. Hub City Dre is on the screen.
In the
if
building.
you guys can see him.
In the daytime.
Well, he's not in the building. He's not even in the country.
That's a fact.
I don't know. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, can you turn him up?
As you can see, he's
look at you.
Right this day where he is.
Man, I'm jealous.
Daytime.
Man. Yo.
Happy birthday, nigga.
For real.
Happy birthday.
Look at that.
Where you at, Romeo? He's
in
Dubai.
Got that Dubai
Yeah, I'm in
glow
Dubai right
going.
now. I'm in Dubai. We got back from Africa, Egypt last night, and shit, we just got here to Dubai. And shit, it's 7 in the morning right now. Well, 7:22. So,
Well,
I
good
ain't
morning.
had much sleep. I'm like here. You know, I'm working on for like 2
So
hours.
y'all
of sleep.
only an hour behind us then. I'm just playing.
No. I'm 11 hours ahead of y'all. It's Thursday morning over here.
Facts.
So, hey man, y'all over there getting lit. Y'all got like all these bottles.
I told you I relapsed, man. You know what I mean?
Man, I understand why you relapsed too, my brother.
Start me
I
out,
really
man.
do. First
trying
off,
to
man,
cope.
what's going on? Hey, Live, what's going on, Live?
What's
I see
up?
you, Liv. I heard the video. I heard the remix you did. That was dope.
Thank you.
Dope, and on everything. That was a hell of a tribute. My squad, Jazz, Day, KO.
What's up?
Hey, y'all holding it down.
He can see us.
But man, honestly, man, I've been sitting there trying to get my thoughts together on this Nipsey situation. I was watching y'all, listening to y'all talk about it, and I'm not sure of all of my thoughts, man. I'm experiencing so much right now, like all these different emotions from where I've been at to what I you know, y'all know like the role that we play in the city and what we want to do over there, and then just watching Nipsey and what he's done over in his areas, and how big he's made it, and how dedicated he was to his section, and uplifted his people, and then for him to like get gunned down in the way he did, that shit hurt my soul, bro.
Right.
I thought about it in Egypt, man. It was like, I think I found out on my birthday, and the shit was rough. It was rough to accept. Like it kind of really fucked up my whole day. And I don't really have the words to express it. You know what I'm saying? Just, I'm still putting all my thoughts together. I'm hearing everybody talk about the streets. They talk about the Dr. Sebi situation.
Conspiracy theories and all of that.
All the conspiracy theories, bro. Like, I don't know where I'm at with it yet, but I will say this. And I think I heard Pac say this, bro. We have war with the enemies, with the people in power, and we have war with ourselves.
Right.
And it really, really, really shows, like, when situations like this happen. Like, Nip is way more important to his community and our community alive. And